आजचा टॉपिक शिकण्यापूर्वी आपल्याला या चॅप्टरमधील सुरुवातीच्या कॉन्सेप्ट्स माहिती असायला हव्यात. त्याकरिता आवश्यक व्हिडिओची लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्समध्ये दिलेली आहे. हाय फ्रेंड्स, फॉर consecutive last 10 to 11 lectures we have discussed the entire theoretical concepts from the chapter elasticity. Now from this lecture we will solve the MCQs that has been asked into previous examinations like NEET or JEE or MSTCT, and then we will see how those MCQs can be solved easily. So we will start with the MCQ from NEET 2018 and which has been previously asked in JEE 2009. So it is given that two wires are made of the same material and have the same volume. However, wire 1 has cross sectional area A and wire 2 has cross sectional area 3A. If the length of wire 1 increases by delta x on applying a force F, how much force is needed to stretch wire 2 by the same amount? So here we are given two wires of same material, means their Young's modulus is same and they are required to be stretched by same amount, means for both the wire the strain produced should be equal. So what amount of force is required to produce the same extension or elongation or strain into second wire as that of the first wire? We are required to calculate the required force. सो आपल्याला इथे दोन समान मटेरियलचे वायर्स दिलेले आहेत. दोघांमध्येही आपल्याला समान स्ट्रेन तयार करायचा आहे. त्याकरिता पहिल्या वायरवर असलेला फोर्स F आहे, तर दुसऱ्या वायरवर आपल्याला किती फोर्स लागेल याचं कॅल्क्युलेशन करायचं आहे. सो we'll write the formula for Young's modulus and stress and strain. So all of we know that Young's modulus is equals to force upon area, and this is force upon area is stress, and strain is change in length upon original length. So from this we can get y is equals to F into capital L upon A into small l. So this gives us formula for the elongation produced into the wire. हा small l इथे डिवाइड आहे, इकडे येऊन मल्टिप्लाय होईल. हा y इथे मल्टिप्लाइड आहे, इकडे येऊन डिवाइड होईल. सो वी गेट l इज इक्वल्स टू F into L upon A into Y. So here it is given that elongation produced in first wire is delta x and in second wire is also delta x. So we have to calculate the F. So we will use this formula or apply this formula to both the wires. So we will get delta x is equals to, so L is given to be delta x. So for first wire it will be F1 into L1 upon A1 into Y1. For the second wire this will be F2 into L2 upon A2 into Y2. So both are having same material, means the Young's modulus of first wire and Young's modulus of second wire is same. So Y1 and Y2 are equal to each other and hence cancel. So we have to calculate F2. So we get F2 is equals to this A2 is divided, when brought to this side will become multiplied, this L2 will become divided. So we get A2 upon L2 into this F1 L1 upon this A1. Now you have to concentrate on one more data that is given into the problem, that it has been given that both wires have same volume. So we know that what is volume is equals to? Volume is equals to area into length. So both wires are having same volume, means V1 is equals to V2. What does this mean? A1 L1 must be equals to A2 L2. So here we get F2 is equals to A2 L1 upon L2 A1. So we'll just rearrange for simplicity. So F2 is equals to this F1 into A2 into L1 divided by A1 into L2. So we will replace this L1 by L2 from this formula. So here we will get L1 by L2. हा L2 multiplied इकडून डिवाइड झाला, हा A1 जाऊन multiply होईल. So this is A2 upon A1. So you can see L1 by L2 is equals to A2 by A1. So this is equals to F1 into A2 by this A1 and into this L1 by L2 is equals to again A2 by A1. So this is equals to F1 into A2 by A1 whole square. So now F1 into relation between A2 and A1 is given. It is given that the cross-sectional area of the wire 2 is 3A and of the wire 1 is A. So we get A2 by A1 is equals to 3A by A, that is equals to 3. So F into 3 square. A2 by A1 comes to be 3, so it's square. So this is equals to 9 into F1, but F1 is F. So the force on second wire should be equals to 9F, which is our option D. Hence, answer to this MCQ is option D, 9F. So now next problem, which has been asked into NEET 2013 and many other examinations. It is given that the dimensions of 4 wires of same material are given below. तर आपल्याला 4 वेगवेगळ्या वायरचे डायमेन्शन्स दिलेले आहेत, ज्या चारही वायरचं मटेरियल सेम आहे, म्हणजेच यंग्स मॉड्युलस सेम आहे. इन विच वायर द इन्क्रीज इन लेंथ, दॅट इज इलॉंगेशन, will be maximum when same tension is applied. So the load applied on the wire is also same, and the options are length 100 cm, diameter 1 mm, length 200 cm, diameter 2 mm, length 300 cm, diameter 3 mm, and length 50 cm, diameter 0.5 mm. So we have to determine in which wire the elongation produced will be maximum. So again, likewise into the previous MCQ, we will write down the formula for elongation. So we learned that Young's modulus is equals to stress upon strain. So stress is force upon area and strain is elongation upon original length. So this is equals to F into original length upon A into elongation. From this we get elongation produced in a wire small l is equals to, so the small l is divided here, when brought to this side will become multiplied, this Young's modulus when brought to this side will become divided. This is FL upon A into Y. So for all these 4 wires the tension and the Young's modulus is same. So we can say that this elongation produced L is directly proportional to ratio of length of the wire upon its cross sectional area. So if we go in actual calculations, that may require lot of time. So we will not go into actual calculation, ratherwise we will see what times the elongation is produced into another wire as that of the previous wire. So if we compare the data of these 4 wires, the minimum dimensions are for the 4th wire. So we'll take this as base and we'll calculate the strain in terms of this base value for this wire A, B and C. So in wire D, LD will be equals to length of the wire upon its cross sectional area. So length of the wire is 50 centimeter and the cross sectional area should be taken as pi r square, or which is also equals to pi by 4 d square, where d is diameter. So LD is equals to 50 upon 0.5 square. 50 upon 0.5 square. So for wire A, now we will calculate for wire A. This is equals to 100 upon 1 mm square. So that is 1 square. Now this is 100 is 2 times of 50 upon this 1 mm square is 2 into 0.5 whole square. So this is 2 into 50 upon 4 into 0.5 square. So 50 upon 0.5 square is the elongation in last wire, that is LD. So this is 2 by 4 is 1 by 2 into LD. So we get elongation in A is half of the elongation in LD. Similarly, this we calculated for A wire. Now we will calculate elongation for the second wire. Length is 200 centimeter and diameter is 2 mm. So we get LB is equals to L upon A. So L is 200 upon pi by 4 d square is 2 mm square. So this is equals to 4 into 50. 200 is 4 into 50 upon this 2 is 4 into 0.5 square. So this is equals to 4 upon this 4 square is 16 into 50 upon 0.5 square. So this is 50 upon 0.5 square is LD. This 4 upon 16 is 1 by 4 into LD. So you can see that elongation in B is less than elongation in D. Similarly, elongation in A is less than elongation in D. So now we will solve for the third wire. The length is 300 centimeter. So LC is equals to 300 upon its diameter is 3 mm. So 3 square. This is equals to 6 into 50 upon 6 into 0.5 square. So this is 6 upon 36 into 50 upon 0.5 square. But 50 upon 0.5 square is elongation in D, and this 6 upon 36 is 1 by 6 into LD. What does this mean? The elongation in A is the half of the LD, elongation in B is 1/4 of the LD, and elongation in C is 1 by 6th of the LD. This means the elongation in the D wire, that is fourth wire, should be maximum. So our answer is option D. So now we will solve one more MCQ from the examination NEET 2017. It is given that the bulk modulus of a spherical object is B. If it is subjected to uniform pressure P, the fractional decrease in radius is, and the options are first P upon B, second B upon 3P, third 3P upon B, and last is P upon 3B. So we are given that the object is spherical, its bulk modulus is B, and the bulk stress acting on it is pressure, which is equals to P. So all of we know that bulk stress, that is bulk modulus, is equals to bulk stress upon bulk strain. Bulk stress is pressure and bulk strain is change in volume upon original volume. So from that we can say that change in volume upon original volume is equals to P upon B. But this change in volume upon original volume is fractional change in volume, and answer is P upon B, which is our option A. So by mistake we may write down A as our answer, but we have to keep in mind that fractional decrease not in volume is asked, the fractional decrease in radius is asked. So we will convert this fractional decrease in volume into fractional decrease in radius. So all of we know that what is volume of a sphere? Volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. That's why the change in volume upon volume, that is fractional decrease in volume, is equals to, due to this 3, this comes to be 3 into change in radius upon original radius. That is fractional change in volume is equals to 3 times of fractional change in radius. This is equals to, but dV upon V is P by B. we are required to calculate fractional change in radius, means delta r upon r. So this 3 is multiplied here, when brought to this side will become divided. So we get delta r upon r is equals to p upon 3b, which is our option D. Hence for this MCQ also, the last option D is our answer. For more MCQs and their solutions from the different competitive examinations, keep watching the channel. Till then, thank you.